Giga is down 90% from the highs in January, but just in the last week it's made a nice recovery of about 30%. Now coming straight in here to TradingView, we can see that the price peaked in January, and this coincides with the Trump coin launch where almost everybody got burnt. People lost faith in meme coins and Solana and all the gambling in the casino. And then we seen, in line with the rest of the crypto market, major declines in the prices. So just looking, we can see straight away it's down 90% from the highs. And then since the crypto market's been kind of recovering, we can see that it's made a 62% recovery. So in terms of investing in the coin, that is kind of interesting. We're a long way from the top. You can see we're a long way from the simple moving average, which is going to act as a magnet for the price. And we can see the strength of the RSI is moving up, but it hasn't passed the midline yet to where we would say it is trending. Now, we had bullish news coming from the Fed yesterday. They're not going to be touching the rates, so they're not going to be increasing them, and they may even cut rates soon. Quantitative tightening is going to end at the end of this month, and they may start quantitative easing, which is printing money. And the more money that's coming into the system, especially new and free money, more of that is going to trickle into crypto and send the prices high. So the price of Giga is going to basically depend on the rest of the market. So if Bitcoin and Solana move up, say Solana moves up by 20-25%, then you are probably going to get a 2 or 3x on Giga. Now, looking from the current point, if it did make its way back to the SMA, you would have over a 2x. And then if it got back to the all-time highs, you'd have almost a 5x. Now the question becomes, how much of your money do you put in this coin if you were going to invest in it? You know, if you had a crypto portfolio of $1 million and you could put 10 grand into here and get a 2x or a 5x, that's significant money. But if you're putting in 200 or 500, it's not going to be that really significant. And if we were to reverse here back to the lows, you're going to lose. If we were to revert from here straight back down to the lows, you know, you're going to lose 40% of your money. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, looking at holder scan to see whether new holders are actually coming into the coin or not, and we can see that it's steadily increasing, which is good for a meme coin. You're going to need new holders to actually push the price up. But when we come up here and we say holders with more than $10 worth of the token, the story changes. We can see that the number of wallets holding $10 or more was dropping down significantly, and as the market started to pick back up, we can see actually real wallets holding $10 or more is starting to pick back up. Now, a lot of meme coins will do that. They'll have bot traffic adding new addresses to the token to make it seem like the holders are going up. But if you just add in something simple like over $10, you can see the actual real human holders of the token. Now, coming in here to Solana in DeFi Llama, and just looking at the overall Solana market, because Solana is the casino of crypto, and we can see all through 2024 the total value locked on the Solana chain was increasing, and it peaked in January when the Trump coin brought all these new users into crypto because they were able to pay with their credit cards. So it's a lot of people's first experience with crypto, and they all got burnt by the President of the United States, which is kind of unbelievable. And the total value locked dropped down further, lower than it was before Trump got involved with that meme coin. Now, one other thing that we want to look at that's quite interesting in terms of Giga, when we're looking at the Solana chain, is the amount of stable coins that are sitting idle on the Solana chain. So this is like dry powder that's off to the side, and people are ready to deploy that when the market starts trending up and people like get more bullish, there's more greed than fear in the market, and Giga starts to move back up. There's a lot of dry powder on the side that could come in to the Giga token. So I would say, looking at that, if the market does start moving back up and Solana is doing 10 or 20% gains, then you probably are going to get that 2x, 3x, 4x, or even a 5x on Giga. The last thing I want to look at when it comes to Giga is the small holders, medium holders, and the large holders. We can see the small holders were accumulating all throughout last year, and they never really sold off too much of the token, so they're the ones carrying the loss. And since the revival of the market, they're the ones that have been buying again as well. And the medium term holders, they did start selling in December, and they've been steadily selling off ever since then. And that's even more true when we look at the large holders. That's 50 million of the token or more, and they've been selling off aggressively, and they continue to do so despite the price raising up at the current moment. So the small retailers are buying again, and the large retailers are still selling. And that's one of the reasons I'm not going to be investing in Giga right now, and I probably never would. I'm just going to hold the safer bets because I'm a long-term investor. I want to get like returns of 10 to 50%. I'm not chasing the 2x and the 5x's that come with a lot more risk. But having said that, do I think that Giga has a good chance of doing that 2 to 5x? Absolutely I do. I could see it getting back to the all-time highs, especially if the crypto market goes above where it was previously and we get the end of the bull run that we're all expecting. Then I could see Giga getting back to those previous high levels.